we were very, very involved with the church growing up, but really like looking back at it, like, I wasn't really invested, I would say, in my early 20s in church. I kind of just got focused on other areas of life. Me and her, we were together for a while, and and then we found out that she was pregnant. I was terrified of like what her folks would say. And it was like instantly we said it. It was like not like no thought, like, hey, like we love you guys. We are so excited. We're going to be grandparents. We're pumped. Like, you let us know whatever you need. We'll be down there. We'll help you every step of the way. And then we, call, my side of the family and tell them the news. And, all you heard was a click of the phone hanging up. In my head, I was like, everything was flipped. When the church people found it inconvenient or where I didn't fit the narrative, like, you're out. And, yeah, I'd say like I was kind of lukewarm my whole life, but that's like the first time I was really 2 feet out. Like I was like, no, I don't get the whole church thing. Like it didn't make sense. I was done. Family, church, friends, none of it. Like I'm going to fight through this. I'm going to get through it on my own and kind of do things my way. Like I had this goal, like in January, this is where I want to be. And I got there. And I'd say right after that's where things started to fall apart. Days at home became awful. But yeah, it was just a very slow, hard split for both of us. I couldn't fix it. And that's kind of where I started to go down to a really dark place. I just go lay in the bathtub in dark, pitch black, quiet apartment. And, I felt like my demons screaming at me, like nobody could ever love you, like she couldn't love you. Like, so who is ever going to love you? Like, who are you going to trust? Your family, your friends, everyone's gone. Like, who can you trust? You're just like a waste of space. And I ended up drinking a lot on the nights where I was alone, and ended up getting thrown in jail for it. It's kind of where I started to realize, yeah, I've got to do something, because how I'm living is not working. After that, I started church searching again. I didn't really know what I was looking for, because like, it's weird to walk into a church when you simultaneously like despise it, but you want it to help you. One Sunday, you guys were talking about group links, and I was like, maybe I can get in a group. I was like super like apprehensive to even attend. So I show up, and I had to bring my son with me. I'm pretty sure that was the first time I'd ever brought my kid into the Ridge. And you guys were advertising, Ridge kids, like, just so you can focus on like the people around you, making fellowship, like, come put your kid, and I'm like, heck no, I'm not putting my kid in there. Like, screw that. So I'm like sitting there, I'm that guy, like, I got my little boy, I'm carrying him around, like checking out the groups, because like, I'm not putting my kid in there. I don't trust those people. I want to say it was about 10 feet that way, right there. And my son, you guys kept the stage there. He was sitting there, he was crawling over the place, and super nice, judgmental. I'm like, okay, I could really vibe here. And they talked about praying us out, and I'll never forget, Tiffany, picks up my little baby boy in her arms, and it was like at that point, like I'd never prayed with my son, and like just to see them embrace my son like that, like, I felt God was holding me too, and like all those nights I laid there, like in this dark place, like it was like something just flipped. Like, nobody could ever love you. It's God saying, you left, I never did. Like, I always loved you. And like, nobody cares. Like, you're just a waste of space. No, like, you could have a place here. Like, these people care about you. And like, I don't want you to just go die. I want you to thrive. Like, I didn't really know what to make of it, but like, I felt God moving. At that moment in this room, like 3.5 going on 4 years ago, like I went from 2 feet out to 2 feet in, like, yeah, like this is what I'm looking for. I don't know what it is, but like, I know I need to be here. Finally finding that cornerstone in my life kind of slowly shaped everything else in life, just kind of fell into place. It doesn't happen in a day, but doing that over time, you start to it changes the way you think, the way you talk to people, the way you feel when you talk to people, just kind of finding that basic blueprint, and then everything else in life, your relationships, everything yeah, it just kind of works out. You can come into church, and not have that cookie cutter perfect lifestyle, and you can, God can still use you to make a difference and to lead. Something I would have never expected 4 years ago when I walked in here.